This morning I'm making a fully reversible velvet, which have I done a fully reversible velvet? I don't think I have, so I don't know how this is going to go, but join me while I make a fully reversible black and grey velvet headband. If it works, it's going to be gorgeous, but it's going to be fiddly. Let's go. First things first, I need to get the correct spoolie. I call these spoolies, but when I search spoolie, I don't know, it don't come up, so I think my mum just must have made that up, or I don't know, maybe it's slang or something back in day. But the little bobbins out there, so you've got to put your correct threads in. Every time I do a piece, it's a different colour thread, obviously. I've got quite a few orders. I think I've got like 35 orders to get through now, which is going to take me a few weeks. I'm doing usually doing about 2 to 4 orders a day, because I've got obviously other commitments and a life and everything else, but some people are ordering more than one headband and they're ordering 3 or 6 scrunchies and things like that. So yeah, it's going really well, guys. I'm so grateful, thank you. I'm starting to worry though. It is scary keeping on top of it all and making sure I can fulfill all your orders. I've had a couple of people order and let me down. I've had a couple of people order fabrics and then let me down, which I'm out of pocket then, which is a bit shit. But I don't think people realise that when they place an order, a lot of the time I'm buying the fabric that they want. Never mind, it happens. I've had people order and then not want it, so I've actually made it. So I do it very different now. If you're wanting one, you just pop me a message, I pop your name down, and then when I get to you and I'm ready to sew, then I take your payment and then I start making the item. I don't know why I'm talking so professional this morning. Fucking hell, masking much? No, but yeah, I'm good. Let's make the headband. I found some absolutely glorious, like velour stretchy velvet material. They're amazing for the headbands. So she is going with this beautiful grey and black. I think that's just gonna look stunning when it's done. The velvet ones to me look stunning anyway. They just look like deluxe and feel deluxe, so you can't help but just love it. Right, so we're loaded up. The worst thing about using velour, velvet, whatever, stretchy materials, especially this stretchy velvet, is they move. So when you're sewing, everything moves. So I've got to like start by literally pinning it together everywhere. I can neaten up my edges, because sometimes when I'm cutting, I have a lot to cut, so I cut a lot of material together. And you see, this one's long because with your scrunchies, you can have any length. It just makes them bigger. So people who want an extra large one, I don't have to measure the length. I just go with the length of the fabric that comes. I'm learning from scrunchie makers. Thank you. All the scrunchie makers out there, if I've seen your tutorial, I appreciate it, because I've watched quite a lot of them, because I'm like self-taught. I'm teaching myself and learning as I go, and I'm lucky enough to have a beautiful audience and community that are willing to buy from me while I'm still getting better and better. Right, so we cut this now, we make sure it's all very even, and then I've got these magic clips which I put all around the headband. I have to constantly defluff my area, defluff myself, because the bits from the fabrics, especially the fluffy toweling and the velvet, they just get everywhere. So that's stressful. I need to buy some more of them. I'm spending money every day on like more materials, because I'm getting addicted. Someone will say, can I have a light blue scrunchie? And I'm like, oh, they need the velvet. So then I'm buying light blue velvet. Before I've even done the order, I've got so many different colour velvets now because I'm just in love with them. I've got more coming. I've got a beautiful like rose colour, baby pink, baby blue, jade, all the colours. I love it. I've just got some more brown this morning and a beautiful cream. So I've got all the colours of velvet. So if you are wanting velvet scrunchies, which I just love mine, amazing. This is literally just wrapped around my hair twice and it just gives me the perfect hold, and I can make my bun bigger if I want and make it go over more. So loving the scrunchies, absolutely love the velvet ones. They're my favourite. I think the velvet ones should cost more than the cotton ones, but at the moment my prices are just my prices and I'm stressed. Right, let's magic clip. Also, I must always check that the velvet is in the inside. So I've done it wrong here. I faced the velvet down. I started magic clipping. I did this yesterday. Magic clipped the whole thing and then realised my velvet wasn't in the middle. So obviously that wouldn't be reversible. That would end up coming out with the back of the velvet material, because it's not velvet on both sides. You've got an inside and an outside. I've been feeling really low lately about my weight. It's been getting me down, so I started back on my healthy eating yesterday. I had a really good day. I was so good. I did my hour on the treadmill and I felt so much better for it. And already this morning I was £3 lighter, and I was like, that's weird. Must have been a good poo. But but yeah, I'm feeling positive about that now. I've got loads of stuff coming up. I'm going to a spa next week. I've got a wedding at the weekend. However, I'm literally not going to cave, and I'm just going to smash it. I'm going to lose this weight now. I think my body is supposed to be like curvy. I don't think I'll ever be skinny again. I think when I was skinny, I was poorly, to be honest. But I'll be happy if I can just... I'd love to get to what I was when I was married, when I thought I was fat. But anyway, let's crack on with the headband. But this stuff, no matter how much you magic clip it, it moves. It stretches and it moves, and I don't know how it does it. That's all my magic clips. So as you can see, it's clipped up. It will still move, guaranteed. Obviously, I'm speeding up the process for content purposes, because you won't want to sit here 2 hours. I kind of fold it down in a neat way so I can feed it through the machine as neatly as possible. Before we start, I've rethreaded and reloaded. So what we do is we just do a test piece. Nice. Not nice. Sometimes does this at the start of your freaking sewing. This is why I test. I don't know why it does this. I don't know why I get 5 pieces of cotton coming out, which is so confusing. But anyway, I think it gets trapped underneath, and then I think if you have these strings too long, you need them over there and not too long. Right. Should be fine now. Should be fine. Let's go straight in. So I literally just sew down the edge of each side first, and then we go again to make a seam to thread the elastic through. Foot down, needle down, cooking on gas. And I just go straight down, making sure my velvet is not moving too much, because it will always move even if you've pinned it. It moves, and it's hard to sew. And China, my daughter, she has been trained up now, and she's helping me with scrunchies. She's doing really well. She's got a machine upstairs, so she's 17 and has had some struggles, shall we say. So it's really nice that she can do this and get paid for it. God, it's moving, it's moving, it's moving. Don't know how it does it when it's clipped. Every time. Speed up thinking it'll work, but it don't. I'll be back. Do you like these day in the life of a non-qualified seamstress business lady? It just mix these businesses up. I tell you, ADHD, you need to be an entrepreneur. There's no other way to get through life. Because you're absolutely useless at working for anyone else. You spend your whole life making jobs up for yourself. It's good fun. And they don't. Many of them do not succeed, if any. Right, we're going to go down other side now, and then it's together, and then I don't have to worry about the movement situation. Handmade headband life. I cut down each edge of material, making it super neat, super close to the stitch, so that you don't have loads of material left inside. Get my amazing scissors, and we just go down each edge. I forgot to do this before, and then it's a nightmare once you've put your elastic in to trim it. This just keeps it from being as, it stops the bulk as much as possible, because when you're using nice thick, lovely materials, you've got a bulking problem at the end when you're putting it together. So now it's trimmed all at the edges. We now go and put another seam down each side, and that is where I will thread my elastic through. So far it is all going swimmingly. So it's quite a neat, nice seam. And then I've got the other side to do. It is now 19 minutes past 10. So that's 20 minutes gone, just from doing the start. So let's carry on and see how quick we can get the rest done. So now we put the elastic in, which is a fun bit. I measure my elastic on top of my machine. It's like the length of my machine for these, and then the scrunchies is less than that. I've got a mark on my machine where my scrunchie one goes to. Just makes it easier for me to get my elastic the same every single time, unless someone requests that they've got a really big edge, and then I make it slightly longer. And off we go. Scrunch it up without stabbing and catching your material. See, I love making scrunchies. They're just so much like easier than this. It's a faster process. And then you've got to pull it through till it just goes to the line. Check that it's still at the edge, because sometimes it goes through too much, and then you're going to thread it all again. Hey, a day in the life, eh? Day in the life of Ellie bloody Norcliffe, sewing all bloody day long. And then it'll be post office. Don't forget what you're doing, Ellie. And then pull the ADHD. I just moved on to something else. This is the hard bit, pulling it through, because sometimes it gets caught because it's got a little hook on it. And then this is also hard because you've got to make sure it don't bounce back in. You've got to stitch that in as well. Are we still there? Still there. This is a long video. I do apologise. Well, I don't. You know, you either like it or you don't. You don't have to watch it. I got a comment the other day. I'm sorry, but I cannot watch this anymore. What a frigging stupid comment. How thick do you need to be to need to watch something long enough till you can't watch it anymore, and then you need to tell everyone you can't watch it anymore? Just fuck off then, don't watch it. People are so dumb. Anyway, back to the professionalism. Pop, pop. And then you get a lovely, neat scrunch on one side, and then you do the same on the other side. Speed up the process for you. Magic. Then I sew one of the ends up because it just makes it neater for putting it together at the end. So we turn this inside out. It's now 25 past 10, so that was 6 minutes, so that's not bad at all. This could turn out to be my fastest ever headband. We've got the bow in the middle and the stitching it together to do yet. Love the colours. That's going to be nice. Feels amazing. Right, we're just gonna let's give it a go. Struggles as it gets thicker, you see. This might not work because, yeah, just. So we've got it together now. It's now 10:30, so that didn't take that long. But now it's like, I can't just stitch it down like that. It needs to be like debulked and all of that. And because it's reversible, I can't have the black showing on the grey, so give me a bit of time. Absolutely covered to high heaven in fluff, and there were no point me stitching all them ends up neat because I've ended up having to unpick them all, cut them all, and because I cover it up at the end anyway, so there's no point bloody doing all that. Remember that for next time. Note to self, don't do that. There's black bits, and I just think these must go, all this black shit must go into my lungs, man. We have to put the label in. I often forget to do this, which is very annoying because I have to put it in somewhere, because obviously you're not going to buy something from a brand, are you, without the bloody brand in it? So we've got to get the name to it, Right, pop this in here. Fiddly fucking bit, this. I've got to use black thread because the other side it'd show, so there is going to be one side, unfortunately, that shows a little bit of stitching because there's no way to get around it unless I use clear thread. But with a piece like this, it's hard because it's thick, and that thread I don't think is as good as thread. Right, let's get this down here. Did I tuck that in enough? I mean, it's the back of the band, so... But I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Even the back, it's got to look... But, like, it's a reversible band, but you're going to get a label at the back, because I've got to put it somewhere. But it's fine. It's my brand, innit? I can't get out of this. What's going on here? I'm just going to sew that bit down. We're going to hand sew that bit, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to hand sew that. I'm going to get some grey because I can do it from that side. And there we have it. I think that's super neat. Black side, grey side. Oh, love it. Let's get the bow on. So now we've got to do reversible middle, reversible bow. This is going to be fiddly. It is now 10:46. I've just cut my bow pieces. It is now 10:52. We've got 4 squares. So we're going to put this together so that when we turn it inside out, it is reversible and both sides are velvet. See if that is the case. Yes. Right, okay. Now, this fucker moves like, I can't even tell you how bad it moves. So, wish me luck. Ooh, exciting. Oh, it just moves so much. That was supposed to stay straight, but all the material moves, look. It's so annoying. And then you get in a smaller bow, so you've just got to be really careful. And you've got to make sure you get every layer in the seam. Hate this. Hate doing the bow. You think the bow's so easy, and then when it's this material, it's just horrible. The middle's not much bloody better, to be honest. Why am I doing this again, guys? All I'm doing is moaning. It's not good. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I'm going to have to do it that side so I can see, because that one's stretched over there for some reason. Bloody Nora. This might end up being too small. I don't know. What a jobber. It's awful to sew on. It's awful to sew on, guys. It's like, it just goes wrong. You think the bow was easy? I'm going to trim it. If it's gone too small, that is all wasted. So, might be alright, because velvet stretches, so it stretches. Right, let's have a look. I think it's going to be okay. I think once that's in, it will be okay. Let's do it, middle. prepared earlier. Horrendous again. Moves, moves, moves. I can move, move, move every mountain. Right, we've sewed the middle in. Let's see what happens. Right, moment of truth. We have our gorgeous black band. I love it. I love it. Love, love, love. But I don't know if the bow is going to be the right size. So let's have a look. When they're reversible, there's a bit of faffing about to do to get it perfect looking on your head. I've already seen pictures of people with the bow like this. Like, I get a headband, right? I put it on. And I neaten it up, you know. OCD kicks in. I neaten the band up so it looks perfectly nice. Gorgeous. But no, I've seen them like that. What are you doing? Why are you doing that to me? Put them neat. I make the bows thick enough so that they stand up so they don't flop. So if you're going to wear a bow and it's an expensive band, wear it properly, please. We'll have to do this again. Because that bow is just annoying me. How it goes up at that corner. See? I can probably fix it. I can probably use this. I shouldn't have sewn it up. But this is what I'm saying about things can go wrong, and I can't cope with that being too sharp up there. Let me try. I mean, it's a gorgeous band, isn't it? Beautiful. It is what it is. So I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to fill it with felt instead of do it all velvet because I think it'll move around less. Let's go. She can have a free one as well as a spare. That's the reject, but she might as well keep it. Right, let's go. So I don't know whether to do grey cotton because it might not show up as much. It'll be okay as long as I do a good job. Right. It might not move as much now with the felt on the outside. Just wrapping it in. We'll do the bit with the hole in now, so we'll measure that up. And I've got like 35 people on my list again. That's probably about 70 hours. Probably more because some people have ordered more than one thing. Okay, that's okay. I need to do more than one a day though. Let's turn it round. Come on. Tease me, tease me, tease me, baby. So far, so good. Oh, that's a nice stiff one. I like a lovely stiff one. I've still got it. I don't wear it like that if you've just started bloody watching me mid-video. Neaten your bows, guys. It causes me... Oh, that's beautiful. That is like... perfection. Perfection. Oh, yes. She's happy. She's happy. And it's thicker. And it's stiffer. But you need a bit of stiffness in your life. What am I even on about? Right, shush. Where's your hole? Where's your hole, Ellie? Holes and stiffness and... Anyway. Don't ever not put your foot down because it gives you a very messy stitch. God. I just need to close it up. I just need to close up the hole, man. Is it too much to ask for it to go smoothly? Foot down. You're good at putting your foot down normally in life. Needle down. Let's go. Perfection. Absolute perfection. Probably my favourite bow that I've ever done. And that's saying something when I've done thousands. It's just perfection. And I can't, like, say what else about it. Kate, congratulations, love. That is a lovely, stiff, neat, gorgeous looking bow. And I think it's better to do it with the padding. It's more stiff. As we say, we like a stiff one. So, let's get it in. Can we do it by 1/2 wouldn't it? It's just stunning. It's just stunning. That is... They're all handmade. So they all do come out slightly different, guys. But sometimes they are stunning. And that is just... It is perfection. It's perfection. Sorry, I get excited. So proud of myself. This video is now about 3 hours long for a 1 hour, 1.5 hour job. I don't know how the video is longer than the fucking thing. Anyway, absolutely perfection. Shall we look at it the other way? This is the fiddly part now. You turn the middle inside out. It's quite fiddly. And I do worry because it's a lot of like manoeuvring. And I'm thinking over time, it could break it, you know, if you just constantly manoeuvre in the middle piece. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You are going to get bits of black trim poking through some places when it's on because it's very fiddly, and you might get some black trim because it does move because it's velvet, but I think that is pretty damn good. So she has got a silver grey bow and a black bow all in one. I think I'm going to leave it like that because it's very stressful turning it around again. So I hope you love it. Kate, thank you so much for your order. Thank you everybody for spending a day in the life with me. Or a few hours in the life of me. I will repeat, eat and then sleep. And that is all I'm doing at the moment to try and get your orders out for Christmas. If you do want to order, you have to pop me a message or pop it in comments that you want a message if you can't, if it's not letting you message me. You can contact me by email, which is just contact@ellenorcliffe.com, and you can ask me for anything that you want. You can say, can you get this? Can you do this? And if I can do it, I'll do it for you. And then I put you on my list, and when I get to your name, which will be in a few weeks now, I will contact you again to check that you still want it. And well, hopefully you do want to go ahead if you've made me buy material though, if you're ready to pay. And once you pay, I will start sewing. So thanks so much, guys, for joining me on one of my Let's Make a Headband videos. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, well, scroll on because you're not my tribe. And I'll see you all soon.